Hi everyone, welcome back to my big lighting comparison and review series. So today we're going to take a look at one of the best lights I have ever seen. This is the EF-100 LED from Jinbei. These cost around £200 per unit, and then there's a £300 unit which gives you 200 watts. It is a light that first of all is lightweight enough to just easily use and easily sort of carry around and take with me. The build quality here is fantastic. Another really important thing is that we have dimmability here. We have an LED light, which means that it's cool, and overall just, of course, daylight white balance, daylight color temperature, and a light that is very easily modifiable, so I can connect umbrellas to this, etc. I mean, that's why I bought the Super Flash as well. That was the original intention too. However, the Super Flash just wasn't quite there, whereas the Jinbei, which costs double the price for the same power consumption, is much better built. I have taken this thing apart, and inside the difference is huge. The electronics here are professionally made, as opposed to the Super Flash, which is pretty much just a bodge job of parts. So the EF-100 LED also has another cool feature, which is it's remote controllable, which I think is really important. And they've even made the antenna removable so that you could swap it for a larger antenna if needed. I believe that's why they did that. And I haven't tried those remote units yet, but those remote units do allow you to control the light from far away, which I think is amazing. Now, the unit, as I said, takes up 100 watts of light and gives out a lot of power for that. And it's overall the light that I want. Like, this is what I want to shoot with. This is what I want to work with, except when I can have this in a lighter package, then that's what I would want, which is one reason why the Yongnuo YN600 may end up being a really good alternative to this. And so you know, I may also sort of mix and match some lights, but I really like this, with the exception of one problem. That. It's so loud. About the same sort of level of noise as the Super Flash. Around 65 decibels there, around a meter away. Still around 50. So it's not something you could film audio in the same room with. Really not. So, I mean, unless that you were okay with hearing this in your audio for some reason. But, so for things like music videos, it's an amazing piece of kit. Let me turn this off. And for, you know, for things where you don't need that, or when you need that power, but you're going to be, you know, the light's going to be really far away, it's going to be an amazing piece of kit. Now, this doesn't run off batteries, and there may be battery solutions that you could figure out for this, but generally it's a light that runs off mains. And for me, that's been okay. I mean, for most shoots, that is going to be okay. I do like having the option to connect a battery, but I am also okay with having some really powerful lights that I can use off mains power, which I find also very comfortable because I don't have to change batteries around, which when I work with batteries, I just can't, because I'm using them at high power, I'm constantly having to change batteries over and pay attention to what lights need changing and that sort of thing. And it just gets really annoying. And so, it has a standard Bowens mount, but basically this is removable, just like you saw in the review of the Super Flash. However, there is a much nicer system here, which you just have a little quick release button right there to allow this to spin and then release. And with regards to the body's build quality, both are pretty similar. We've got sort of a mix of plastic and metal. Here we have a little bit more metal, a little bit more size, a little bit more weight, but overall, both very good with regards to the build quality. Both have very strong mounts, which I'm very happy with both of them. Very strong for holding up umbrellas and that sort of thing. They both have umbrella holders right there and there. Now, this one did come with an LED cap, which also acts as a as a snoot, which is nice. And so if you want to just get like a pretty sort of a spot sort of light, then you can use this, and I'll give you a quick demonstration with this. I'll just place it there so you can see what it looks like. And the one that came with the Super Flash arrived pretty smashed. So yeah, and you know, I can tell the different quality plastics. Now the fan on this is the biggest issue, and I really don't understand why they put such a loud fan. I mean, it's exceptionally loud. And as an example for, I don't remember how much this was, like £13 or £15 or something, on eBay, I bought a Noctua fan. Have a listen to that. It's running at full speed, and you can hear it a little bit, but then once I cover it up just a little, it gets even quieter. Let's turn this thing on and see what we can get from it. House lights off, and here we go. Okay, so the light from it is daylight balanced, not perfect white, and we have 8,500 lux at 1 meter. So that is great. That's you know, really lovely. Lots and lots of light to work with. Now let's show you this with that snoot. There we are. Around £20 for the gels, and so it's 4 gels, a grid, and the barn doors, and then another £8 or so for the reflector. So it is additional cost onto the LED unit, which you should consider. We use the grid with it. It's called a honeycomb grid. Then we're able to make that much more aimed. And we are getting some shapes and stuff from the light itself, so you may want to use very, very slight soft diffusion, because there are a little bit of shapes. Okay, so there we have it, shining off of a 5-foot umbrella, silver umbrella, right there. So it's sort of giving me a light like that from above. So that would be giving us a pretty nice soft top light, as an example of you know, what this could look like. Then that as a side light, quite nice. House lights back on, which is 182 Celsius right now, and right here, 29 Celsius. So it is a very, very cool unit. It's just barely above room temperature, which is around 21 Celsius right now. Let's check out how much power this thing is using. Don't play around with electricity. What I'm doing here, I'm doing because I know how to do it in a safe way. 111 watts, so it is above its actual usage. Thank you guys for watching. My conclusion for this is that the light itself is good. It's very, very controllable, very, very usable, and one of the nicest lights that you can get for photography and video. This is amazing for when you don't have audio. With audio, it's completely unusable. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!